Boa noite. E aí, amigos, tudo bom? Boa noite, Nog. Boa noite, Victor. E aí, cordial? Todo mundo sussa? Vamos continuar, né? Eu tenho muitos pontos de habilidade pra gastar. Porém, eu não faço ideia de que habilidades investir, então eu vou dar um tempinho aí. Nem apareceu mais lembrança nenhuma nova. Eu tenho main e side quests pra fazer. Caçadas pra executar. Um monte de coisa, velho. E aí, Leonardo, tudo bem? Se fosse só a tosse, cordial.
August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with
Ô, Corai, e aí, o que você tá achando? Tudo bem? Boa noite, Casinho. Boa noite, Alface.
It's just, well, Karen showed me something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Boa noite, Guto Rocha, tudo bem? Notou que a mãe do Clive morreu exatamente o cara que começa com H na vida real? Eu tava pensando nisso um pouco antes de começar a live. Tava pensando exatamente nisso. Exatamente a mesma morte, né? Referências. Mas ela é exatamente a mesma pessoa, né, cara?
What you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people in my clients?
Cara, eles estão repetindo aquela mesma quest, só mudando o objeto.
Him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamill, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's...
Eu pensei em fazer isso, amor.
If you take me meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Aquela habilidade do raio, né? Essa aqui? Não. É essa aqui, ó. Essa habilidade aqui é boa. Tô pensando em fazer a maestria dela. São 2 níveis pra maestria, ó. E aí trocar da garuda. Vamos fazer isso. Eu tenho bastante ponto, cara. 4K, né? Mas eu quero gastar só onde vai ser realmente útil, né? Nossa, ficou feio. Tá, agora já não é mais aqui, né? A outra quest que eu tenho... O bigode dela tava embaixo, deve ser. Mas é o mesmo personagem, cara. Impressionante. Eu achei massa pra caralho, Kurai. A demo. O desenvolvedor disse que já ouviu uns feedbacks sobre a demo e vai mudar algumas coisas até o lançamento do jogo. Tipo a esquiva, por exemplo, vai melhorar.
All this fuss over a few dark clouds.
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping
Não sei, Dusk,
you
talvez.
could help me out.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright.
É, aquela batalha do Bahamut ficou bonita, né, Felipe?
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do.
Só não gostei muito daquela parte
Gave me a sample she'd
com a Fênix.
obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe
Não sei se assistir tava legal, mas jogar não foi muito, não.
You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some.
Mas em compensação, aquela parte no espaço, meu irmão.
It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte.
Eu vou ter que completar uma caçada
All
pra essa
right.
quest aqui.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And good hunting, eh?
Vamos lá ver o quadro de caçada. Bomba Rex. Ah, logo do canal, sim, amor. Esse jogo aqui é quase temático do canal, né? É, porque eu achei meio sem graça mesmo, Felipe, na verdade, aquela parte. Não foi porque, nossa, difícil. Tá, rompedor de mundos. Ó, o Bomba Rex. Sunbreak. Cara, tem um monte de caçada pra fazer, velho. Irmãos Mageth. E mais uma. Ranking S, ó. Tem que fazer essas caçadas aí, mano. Onde é que fica? A Moringa. Tá. Dentro das ruínas de uma aeronave dos decaídos. Mas eu acho que eu não tenho esse lugar aí. Será que tenho? Eu não sei onde é que fica esse Sunbreak. É aqui pra baixo? Eu não posso sair daqui ainda. Porra, nem posso fazer esse sidequest. Tem que falar com o Otto.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh no, I'm just the messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Pior que eu não senti esse problema na esquiva não, hein, Kurai? Será que agora já posso? Tem que falar com a Vivi.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Lower than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
E aí, Gabriel, boa noite. Foi a batalha mais bonita até agora, né? Do Bahamut.
Beneath these darkened skies,
Aquela parte no espaço ficou
fear
linda.
and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether.
E falta aquele lá.
But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom keep.
O Guto Rocha doou R$20. Será que acaba hoje?
Ô, Guto, muito obrigado, mano. Eu duvido, Guto, duvido. Os caras disseram que vai umas 45 horas pra fazer todas as missões. Eu tô com 26 horas de jogo. Muito obrigado pelo donate, Guto. Tamo junto. Estamos quase completando a meta, hein?
Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Fale com Harpócrates. Quando é que eu vou poder fazer side quest, moço?
Did you see that?
Did you see that? Ficou tudo avermelhado, né? Não tava assim antes.
Seems that way.
Here's a
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
Caralho. Você vai me perdoar dele, com certeza não. Live. Tá bom. Eu acho que o 15, canonicamente, isso quer dizer o quê? Não entendi, Felipe. Acho que o 15 é umas... Cara, todo Final Fantasy tem cerca de 40 horas a história, velho. Todos eles, desde os primeiros... Quer dizer, dos primeiros não. Os primeiros do Super Nintendo acho que são mais curtos, né? Mas desde o 7 lá.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the show.
É, mas é que ele tem um time skip de muito tempo, né? Eu não lembro quantos anos são.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Você não é o primeiro a reclamar disso daí não, hein, Gabriel.
Fancy a look at the list,
Eu nunca uso isso aqui, velho.
Quick look.
Tá. Mas é a missão que eu já tô ali? Não é não? É outra missão.
Clive. Anything catch your eye?
Mas é uma missão com o ícone da história.
First we find Isabel.
A bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Não, a Mid não apareceu não. Meteu o pé e o Clive nem foi atrás.
The 2 soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
Could do that to a man.
Peraí.
More arrived from the capital.
My lord, my lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimate thralls.
E aí, conquistando?
And what of your
Tirando
mistress? Is she here?
eu tô doente, o resto tá ok.
No.
E você?
She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Ah, entendi, Felipe. É os primeiras que é mais curto.
We could leave.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning. We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered. Or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here. It's all
Você é o rosa, bicho.
It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
É que ela deu uma enciumada mesmo, Gabriel.
That thing, it took off.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme.
A história sempre foi extremamente importante, amor. Mas tem que ter o equilíbrio, né?
It's all right. Just rest now.
Don't leave me, Pa.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
Se for aquele vilarejo que eu tô pensando,
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now.
vou nem achar ruim se matar todo mundo. Pior que é ali mesmo. Que lugar é esse aqui? Sunbreak, né? Mas não tem nenhum dos lugares que eu preciso. Aqui, pelo menos. As caçadas, né? Eu lembro que tinha um em Sunbreak. Ah, Otton, normal. Tem gente que nunca viu a praia, por exemplo. Assim como a gente não imagina como é ver pessoalmente a aurora boreal.
O Darmalzão doou R$1. O que aconteceu com a garota que acompanhava o Joshua?
Valeu, Daimao. Obrigado, mano. Não sei, eu não sei nem onde tá o Joshua depois de tudo o rolê que rolou lá. Eu não sei se ele tá no esconderijo, se ele tá em outro lugar. A mina? O que é aquilo lá em cima lá? É uma estátua? A mina tava com ele lá, né? Ela apareceu numa cutscene. Nossa, tem éter no ar, velho. O último fez uma cagadona aí, velho.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
It's over.
Should I prime?
Save your strength.
Nossa, ela questionou se devia se transformar na Shiva. Caramba, velho. Errei, velho. Nossa, não devia ter usado esse. Ainda não, pelo menos. Ah, é verdade. Eles falaram que o Joshua tava na enfermaria. Verdade, lembrei disso.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Verdade, Léo. Me adoeceram, velho. Festa de ontem.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Vou processar a Square, mano. Os caras me deixaram doente.
Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, my lady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Ué, não sei, louco.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning.
Esse cara não quer dar like hoje.
Thank you again, Clive.
As missões estão dando bastante renome agora, velho. Tá. Por que a quest do ferreiro, ela tá com um cadeado pra mim? Deixa eu ver aqui um negócio. É as mesmas coisas que eu já tenho marcado, né? Então eu tinha que ter o lugar lá. Deixa eu ver aqui.
Did you see that?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
A moringa. Essa amoringa aí, velho. Não tem no meu mapa. Ó, Sunbreak, que é esse. Da caceta. Que é esse trecho aqui do mapa, né? Aqui pra baixo, o que que é? Aqui é Dalméquia, né? Então, não tem nenhum lugar chamado Amoringa aqui. Tem vários subtítulos, ó. Talvez seja um desses. Mas mesmo assim. Não. Não era pra ser um desses lugares?
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Enfia no cu esses 1000 guild de recompensa da missão, velho. O que eu vou fazer com isso?
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself.
Esse aí fumava. Fumou o mesmo tipo de cigarro que o Cid fumava. É, louco. É isso aí, eu comprar umas 2 poções.
Victor.
Se eu tiver com preguiça de procurar de graça pelo mapa.
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos. And the
Não lembro quem é esse
markets
cara
have
aí,
all
não.
but ceased to operate.
Quem é esse brother aí?
Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Desbloqueou.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have
Nossa,
a
vocês
plan of
precisaram de mim mesmo pra pensar nisso, cara.
Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
E lá vamos nós. Deixa eu só aproveitar que tô do lado aqui.
Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Tem ninguém aqui, velho.
Haven't we had enough fighting?
I know I bloody well have. Next time those two go for each other.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined! Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be! Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced. Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant! Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin.
É muito bonecão, né, Gabriel?
Be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you
O
should
do orçamento foi pra luta de Eikon, deve
I don't
ser.
suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalimil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
É uma coisa que os japoneses não sabem fazer, é se direto ao ponto, né? Meu Deus do céu.
Fucking leave. Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses? There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamel's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Tá bom, né? Ainda bem que deu certo. Não tinham combinado nada antes.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill, por que traduziram?
I was just telling the good
Tá
lady of our
Supremos?
conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
É, né, Gabriel? Morreu o chat.
I'll do it.
Eu entendo. Eu tô aqui só observando.
Gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your
Ô,
performance
louco,
was
Kevin.
nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Pois é, né, Jill?
Mummy.
Não era muito necessário mesmo, Jill.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Oh.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want
Cara, me dá uns 2 minutinhos, eu resolvo.
I have a favor to ask.
Ah.
I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Acho de boa. Batendo uns bandidos? É isso? Esses são os bandidos?
He's all yours. It's over.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Ué, Clive tá com preguiça? Ah, é, ó, a magia dele faz eu dormir. Acabei de ver que eu tô sem poção nenhuma, velho. Como eu disse, Amon, por mais que tenha clima de fim de jogo, eu não acho que eu tô no fim do jogo.
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Então eu não sei, mano. Mas pode ser, porque eu não tô nem no 40 ainda, né? Mas nem ganhei ainda um calo. Não completei a missão ainda. Acho que vai ser agora que eu vou ganhar a imensa recompensa. Ó, tá vendo o que eu falo os japonês?
I owe you an apology.
Não é como se isso fosse maneiro nessas pausas gigantescas.
Ian would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Uau, olha os milão aí, ó. Um trilhão de side quest aqui, mas eu não tenho a menor vontade de fazer, porque tudo que eu faço nessa cidade aqui parece side quest. Rolou uma preguiça tão grande de fazer o trecho dessa cidade aqui, que é o ponto que eu mais tenho nojinho do jogo todo, velho. Onde é que você tá indo, Jill? Credo.
It's over.
E aquilo ali, é uma caçada? Olha, eu acho que é uma caçada. Vamos ali, que daí eu morro pra ele. Ele fica marcado no mapa. E eu recupero minhas poções tudo. Stonks puro. Peraí, deixa eu só salvar aqui. E aí, Thiago? Não, cara. Tranquilão. Acho que não é caçado isso aqui não, velho. Se bem que é, ó. Cur a caixa. É, não é caçada não. Ai, caralho. Pô, o bicho pulou pra longe. E aí? Caralho, vocês viram o que aconteceu? Olha o HP do bicho cheio de volta. Ele pulou pra longe o suficiente pra batalha resetar e o HP dele voltar. Caralho, velho. Nossa, que bagulho porco, bicho. Meu Deus. Edilson, eu já tô jogando no PS5. É exclusivo isso aqui. Nossa, eu salvei lá, hein? Vou dar load no meu save. Caralho, velho. Pronto, agora não teve como fugir, filha da puta. Podia ser uma caçada, né? O bicho era um boss antes. E nem era esse acástico ainda. Parece que é isso mesmo. Vi um cara lutando com um chocobo que ele foi longe demais e resetou o HP dele. Mas é isso aí, ele fez um ataque que era uma esquiva muito pra trás. E aí foi longe demais. O foda é isso. O HP do bicho resetar porque ele mesmo fugiu. O meu não reseta quando eu saio da batalha. E aí, Vini? Bom, bom? Que isso é, filho de Cláudio, o quê? É o Cláudio. Ai, caralho. Não botava fé que ia chegar até aqui. Vamos lá, no hit agora. Porra, Jill matou os caras lá, velho. Esse aqui buff o grandão. Ih, não deu tempo. Não deu tempo de dar o parry nele. Tô andando em situações precárias aqui, né, velho? Pelo menos o jogo salvou depois que eu matei o bicho. Ah, salvou depois dos escorpião, menos mal ainda. O bom é que eu morro e reinicio a batalha com as minhas skills tudo disponível. Nem vi o que tirou tanto HP do bicho assim. Que demo, doido? Você tá falando de demo? Vai ter demo?
This must be Ignat's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalimil.
A gente só ia ter dois, né, Gabriel?
For the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well,
Ele tá usando o nome dele de escravo lá.
Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right. Speak.
Master Wyvern.
Não, Cyrus, é às 11, cara.
Tell him about a certain single-edged
Meus
sword
horários.
you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the outer isles.
Além de não dar tempo, eu não tô jogando com pressa, né, bicho? Não tô puxando pra terminar, não.
Exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion.
Ah, bem-vindo então, Cyrus. A live à noite eu faço das 8 às 11.
We prepared ourselves to depart.
E à tarde das 2 às 5.
I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis, Lord Byron Rosfield, and is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
O titio.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Ai, caralho. Ok. Oh, meu Deus. Meu Deus. Caraca, Hans. Sério mesmo? Dia 22 agora lançou.
Sorry for the wait. But hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
Não existe, Hans. Não existe open world. Ele não é open world.
A whetstone? Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valestia.
Graças a Deus ainda não rolou sangue, Gabriel. Os caras disseram que não vai ter DLC não, não. Pelo que o Felipe falou aí, na verdade.
Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valesthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy now. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just...
E aí, Leon? Melhorei não.
Now you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone.
Eu não joguei o Stranger Paradise, Hans. Mas é assim, você tem uma main quest e você vai fazer. Tem sessões do mapa que você pode voltar e explorar, mas não tem nada pra fazer neles, tá ligado? A não ser que você pegue uma missão pra fazer lá. Tem uma caçada no lugar. Exploração não existe. É, um game linear, sim. Level 36. Esquema desse Excalibur, caralho. Já vamos fazer já esse Excalibur aí, será que não tem material?
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want?
Tem um rebolo. Reforçar, criar. Excalibur, não tenho. Preciso de escarlatita, brasa de bomba e couro de Grimalkin. Ó, duas coisas devem ser de caçada pelo íconezinho ali. Escarlatita, não sei.
Anything else? Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Na live da tarde foi ok, Leon. Agora tá devagar de novo. Acredito que esse jogo conta a história toda que eles queriam contar. Não vai precisar de nenhum outro complemento. E sim, isso também foi o Yoshi aproveitando para farpar o Final Fantasy XV. Só falando que a galera quer ouvir, eu acho, né? Ó, eu preciso matar essa merda aqui. E esse aqui também, ó. O gatil da Almequia. Deixa eu ver. Logo após a foice, estrada que conecta Dalimil à mandíbula. Fica um desfiladeiro sem saída. Tá, entre Dalimil e a mandíbula. E esse aqui. Esse aqui é em Sunbreak, ó lá. Em Amoringa, Sunbreak. A única coisa que diz aqui... O caminho da perseguição imperial tomou... Peraí, roupa e maldição, o caminho da perseguição imperial tomou um caminho errado e foi parar em uma floresta próxima, onde encontrou as ruínas de uma aeronave dos decaídos dentro. Não, dos decaídos. Dentro, uma fera aparentava ser uma grande bola de fogo, perseguiu e fez sair correndo. O soldado posteriormente identificou a criatura em uma almanaque dos ecos, mas insistiu que a bomba que ela viu tinha 10 vezes o tamanho da que estava retratada. Então, a moringa Sunbreak. Ai, caceta. Sunbreak é essa parte de cima aqui, né? Toda essa parte de cima aqui. O lance é que talvez eu nem tenha... Que como eu não fui... Caceta mesmo, velho. Os botões são tudo confuso também, é foda. E aqui não tem nenhum lugar chamado A Moringa, saca? Não tem? Caçada Imperial. Era isso que tava falando, que ele tava a caminho da Caçada Imperial? Perseguição Imperial. Não é. Esse pá aqui é pra... Se bem que não, né? Ó, aqui é um caminho que não continuei, por exemplo. Vamos lá pra ver? Se não é. Nossa, tá cheio de inimigo no mapa agora, velho.
Alright.
Tinha que comprar umas poções, eu esqueço, cara. É aqui já, né? Aquele caminho. Não, não é aqui. É aqui sim. Caçada Imperial. Bom, é uma floresta, né? A moringa. Achei. A Casada Imperial. É, a tradução tá errada, né? E num lugar é caçada e outro lugar é perseguição. Aí complica, né? Mas o cara, ele errou o caminho. A mulher, né? Ela errou o caminho na frente do lugar, velho. Chegou no portão do lugar e desviou. Deixa eu salvar. Não perde equilíbrio o bombe, velho. Eita porra! HP tá descendo mais rápido que subindo, velho. É. O HP descendo mais rápido que subindo. Eu não quis usar a poção ali porque eu achei que não ia precisar. Se tivesse usado... Nossa, olha. Esse reload eu vou te contar, velho. Ainda bem que eu salvei lá. Morreu que nem vi, pois então. Ah, que bomb puxou um monte de clone. Vou deixar as skill de área pra usar quando ele chamar os clones. Ué, tem dois agora? Você chamou os clones, eu nem vi, velho. Toma. Essa merda aqui, ó. Caralho, velho, eu nem tô vendo o HP descer, velho. Que loucura. Eu tenho que voltar lá e dar load no meu save toda vez. As skills do Bahamut são tudo uma bosta, Matheus. Parece tudo paia. Acabou. Agora eu peguei certo. Olha, braço de bomba que eu preciso pra Excalibur lá. Eu sabia que era. Tem outro bicho lá, daí vai faltar um item.
Now to collect the ash. I should probably have brought a bucket.
Ah, bom, eu acho que eles não colocaram dano e resistência elemental, porque isso quebraria o sistema de combate que eles fizeram, né? Como é que você vai ficar trocando entre os icons que você tem equipados se você tiver que ficar cuidando do elemental, né? A intenção deles é que o combate seja esse negócio frenético e não para, né? Ok. Agora a mandíbula. Vamos ver. Ai, caceta. Daqui até a mandíbula. É nesse caminho aqui. É bem aqui que provavelmente vai ser.
Good girl.
Yeah. E esse cara aqui? Parado na estrada, fazendo pose. Porra é essa? Aí eu me lasquei.
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh. Your feasting days are over.
Esse aqui fala, mano, que legal. Pera aí, que o cara me esculachou ali de um jeito que... Otto. Sem dar chance, né? Nossa, velho. É, espirrei bem na hora ainda. Tá ok. Uma caçada de ranking A aí, ó.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Tava indo atrás de uma caçada, achei outra.
Ready, go?
É, ótimo, eu tive vantagem, né? Porque eu morri e voltei com todas as poções. foi cair, foda-se. Perder tempo com vocês não. Acho que já até sei onde é que é, hein? Lembram que eu falei que eu achei que ia ter uma caçada aqui? Será que não é aqui? Do outro lado? Do Goblin. Não são os bichos que me... Ah, tem um baú aqui que eu não peguei. Vou ter que matar esses caras, velho.
Straight home now.
Porra, apanhei bastante, né? Obrigado, Alberto. Ô, John. Ué? Tinha que aparecer bem no meio dos bichos.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Ah, foi-se. Caramba, velho. E agora? Será que é por aqui?
No mistakes.
É, eu tenho uma caçada de ranking S ali que eu sinto que eu não tenho a menor chance de conseguir ganhar. Mas né, vai saber. Não devo estar indo certo não, velho. Ah não, olha lá, lá em cima, lá.
Safe.
Achei. Cadê a caçada? Onde é que ele tá? desceu? Ou ele tá ali no meio? Tá, né? Meu Deus, velho.
And then there was one.
Ah, não é um cooler. Eu achava que era. Fudeu. Aí eu pegou na síndrome do Souls-like, né? Me prendendo na parede. A grande ameaça. Fiz alguma... Peguei alguma conquista de caçada ali.
That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
Então, agora só resta um ingrediente pra fazer a Excalibur. Parece brabo, né? Did you see that? Falta só o rei Arthur. Acho que não, Nog. Eu vou dar uma olhada.
Right there, Sid. How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise.
Pode ser, né, Otto?
Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it. The Sell them on the limbic. And it works
O
just
cara vai
like
fazer
the
umas
chief
cachaça,
said it
velho.
would.
Fiz um alambique.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
Nossa, finalmente vou poder carregar mais poção.
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like.
Tem não, Felipe, porque não são eles. Primeiro que eu acho que ninguém tem passe livre pra ser racista, né, Felipe? Outro que são antepassados dele, não são ele.
It can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
É assim que a gente vai fazer amizade com o Odin, ó.
Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Nossa, aumentou pra 6 poções.
Clouds. You'd think the people are here.
We're all gonna die. You hear me?
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
Nossa, a galera fofoqueira, bicho, vocês viram? Eu vi que o imperador foi empalado na lança do próprio filho. Esse fofoqueiro do caralho.
Still alive, are ya? Going purse weighing you down?
Ó. Ah, não. Não adianta. Bom, ela não vende o que eu preciso. Último elixir. Após um nocaute, recupera todos os pontos de vida e completa a barra de transcendência. Nossa! Meu Deus, velho! Se eu morrer, o bagulho me dá buff de ataque e de defesa. E recupera tanto a barra da transcendência quanto o meu HP inteiro. Que item roubado do caralho mesmo. Cacete, velho.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Ok, falta um item pro negócio lá. Ver se tem mais alguma caçada que eu possa fazer. Tudo bem, Eidio?
I don't want to see any more of our friends hurt.
Tá bom.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
Medalhão do alto clérigo. Ah, não diz as outras coisas. Bom, só tem mais uma recompensa depois dessa.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Eu uso o medalhão do clérigo. Será que isso aqui é a versão final dele? Me explica por que isso aqui é melhor. What the fuck, velho? E o símbolo do medalhão, caralho. Eu vou dar um zoom aqui na tela da gameplay. Por que tá andando sozinho? A tela da gameplay saiu andando, velho. Olha lá. Não é o símbolo dos iluminados do Resident 4? Los iluminados. Olha lá, velho. La plaga. Las plagas. Que coisa, não? Tanto de coisa, né? Específico pra certas skills. Esse anel do Berserker que tá falando, né? Aumenta temporariamente a potência do ataque cada esquiva precisa. Cara, eu não vejo necessidade disso. Talvez numa caçada forte lá. Vou pôr ele pra experimentar. Isso aqui, 12% não vai fazer muita diferença, vai. Berserker. E aí, Leg, tudo bem? Não, Douglas. Ainda não. Né, Alface, você viu? Que os planos do Sadler parece que deram sorte. Caramba, velho. Tem um monte de coisa pra fazer ainda. Um monte de caçada. Essa aqui é do ranking S, ó. Não diz onde que é. Esse aqui tem que procurar, mano. Sim, a missão que eu tenho que fazer é em Rosário, né? Mas... saca? Eu meio que tenho bastante lugar pra procurar aqui. Não vi não, Leg. Não vi não.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered. What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Direto ao ponto, graças a Deus, Marta. Gosto de você.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
Ela disse centenas.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you? Them not.
Aproveitar que eu tô aqui em cima e olhar. Ó, tem ruínas pra todo lado, mano. Tipo ali, ó. Pode ser ali, mas ali eu acho que é na água, não dá pra acessar. Agora, pro lado que eu tô indo também tem, ó lá. É com certeza aquela batalha do evento lá. Essa caçada. É um Iron Garant branco com dourado.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Pew, pew, pew.
Se tivesse tentado, não acertava. Assim como todas as outras batalhas. Essas eram as centenas?
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place.
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
My dogs.
É, Dusk, a caçada ranking S. Que não diz, né, onde é.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about...
I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Nossa, o adamantoise. Que fofinho, velho.
We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Deu uma cuspida em mim, velho. Ué? Ah, uma coisa do Berserk fez isso? Que esquiva estilosa que fica, mano. Olha o buff de ataque aí. Ó, Tom, eu vi na árvore de habilidades as skills do Bahamut e não gostei de nenhuma. Não fiquei com a menor vontade de testar.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
Eu sigo esses caras no Instagram, Leg. Esses caras fazem as músicas com a galera na rua, assim.
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
Mas não sei o nome
A
deles.
second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Pelo menos essa missão aqui é enrolada do jeito certo, né? Tem mais batalha pra fazer do que diálogo chato. É, muito bom, Leon. Eu curto pra caralho. Eu postei no Stories uma vez esse vídeo aí. Bem esse do metrô aí. Pera aí, por onde que eu tenho que sair? Por aqui mesmo? É. Ai.
They're headed for the rest.
Have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Quem mandou vir me atacar? Chocobo. Mais chocobo e mais chocobo. Nossa, que susto. Piscou a tela aqui, pensei que tinha dado alguma merda.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round to wait. Shall we?
Exatamente, Otto. Esse é o sentimento mesmo daquelas habilidades. Por isso eu não quis testar. Errei o negócio.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, When you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Nossa, as expressão facial inexistente dos bonecão é foda, né, velho? My face is tired. Quando você falou de cachorro, Paulo. Em Sharp dos Guardiões. Símbolo de confiança e lealdade. Agora que eu ganhei? Ah, é lembrança.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that... they're... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Ainda adotei um filho ainda. Pra onde que fica o Portal da Fênix? Coisa falou que a caçada fica no caminho do Portal da Fênix. Não era pra ser pra cima? Lago Leste, Bosque Sombrio. Não é pra cima. Nem tem a porra do portal aqui, né? Cara, esse world map é muito ruim, velho. Meu Deus do céu. Faço ideia de pra onde fica o Portal da Fênix pra eu querer ir pra lá. Nenhum desses pontos aí. Mas pra ir pra lá eles tiveram que passar por aqui, não foi? Daí o Bosque Sombrio lá. É isso, né? É lá pra cima, né?
And some of your numbers, sir.
Nossa, velho, esse bicho materializando na minha frente, quando ele vinha pelas costas, era mais bonitinho. Aqui. O que foi detectado? Ah, pera aí.
Straight home now.
Que isso, velho? É igual aquela de treinamento. São semelhantes a pedras de LT, por também conterem um campo de batalha virtual que só Clive pode acessar. Cada cronômetro oferece a Clive uma aprovação cronometrada, na qual ele deve combater hordas contínuas de inimigo equipado apenas com talento e as habilidades de um único Eikon. Aí, eu ganho alguma coisa com isso? Vamos lá. Vamos ver. Crésido? Não sei. Já roubei já, não é a Fênix isso aqui?
Enough.
Tá bom. Fechar. Próxima fase. Nossa, velho. Mas pra que isso aqui, velho? Tô meio sem saber aqui. Morri. Você provar que é bom, provar pra vocês, né? Tá sai fora. Eu tenho batalha demais pra lutar no mundo real, velho. Ficar jogando o joguinho no VR agora. Punho rompido. Que já é outro rolê já, ó. Cara, eu não sei onde é que é essa caçada aí não, velho. Sei que eu preciso dar uma mijada. Essa gripe aí tá me desidratando, velho. Porque eu tô mijando pra caralho. Desde ontem. Pera aí que eu já venho, gente. Rapidinho. Voltei. Não é Pelé o quê, Felipe? Brigadeiro de panela é foda. Cara, eu acho que não tem nada a ver com esse lugar que eu tô mais, né? A caçada. O negócio é que eles falam da cidade, do vilarejo, sei lá, mas não diz qual. Fala que não é pra sair do vilarejo. Aqui é onde eu tava mesmo, né? Deixa eu verificar do outro lado aqui se não tem nada. Não tem mais ruínas aqui. Tem que ser pro outro lado, sei lá, velho. Sei lá. Vamos lá pro esconderijo. Não lembro o nome do bicho, Dusk. Nova carta entregue aos aposentos do Clive. É esse aqui, ó. Não, esse. O rompedor de mundos. O que diz? O recado urgente para todos o rompe maldição. Devido à descoberta de um gigante decaído nas ruínas de Rosária que estávamos investigando, todos os trabalhos na região devem ser interrompidos imediatamente. Todos os membros não devem passar do portão do vilarejo. Viu? Do portão do vilarejo. Qual vilarejo? Ou o eco despertará devido à nossa presença. Isso parece a pista pra começar a batalha, mas eu não sei que vilarejo que é. Rosária é uma região?
Was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Isso é importante.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend.
A mania de brasileiro, né, cara? Silvestre. O nome do cara é Sylvester.
Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an Eikon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Tá esperando ficar mais forte, cara.
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames rend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Até agora eu não vi nenhuma vantagem da gente estar destruindo os Cristal Mãe, velho.
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a
É que eu tô usando demais
Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
os Eikon, Felipe.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Caraca, eu vou com o Joshua nessa. Nossa, mas vocês fazem toda essa introdução pra algo empolgante, um problema pra se resolver de imediato, e aí me mete 3 sidequests ali, mais umas cartas pra eu ler. O Ifrit é o 9º. O Ifrit, ele não devia existir. Ruína despertada, mas... Ah, não, esse aqui que é novo. Matilha. Vamos lá nos aposentos do Cliveson.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
Pedido modesto, mau pressentimento, confidencial. Cara, 1 trilhão de sidequest, velho. Cara, eu não vou. Não vou fazer, velho. Que se foda. Não agora, pelo menos. Tá louco. Nem dá pra fazer. Pra que me entregar esses sidequests tudo agora? Se eu fosse fazer todas as sidequests que eu tenho pra fazer agora, provavelmente ia a live inteira. Só nisso. Ansioso não, Hans. Mas parece que vai estar legal. O Odin tá faltando e a Shiva da Jill. Bigas. É os únicos 2 que estão faltando.
It's like a dream. The 4 of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Caralho.
Lute is a fine scout. If Candle was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
A mina tá bem, vocês viram?
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
assuming they will allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
Deixa eu ver o mapa. Tá, a cidade que eu tenho que chegar é ali, né? Porque tinha uma caçada, se eu não me engano, que era pro norte dessa cidade que eu tô chegando agora, não é? Taca eles aí. Os caras não conseguem matar um bicho, né? Olha, demora meia hora pra matar um bicho. Os três. Não, Biggs, quer ver? Fênix, Garuda, Ramu, Titã, Bahamut, Shiva, Odin. E aqui no meio o Ifrit. Provavelmente você tá esquecendo a Garuda, eu também esqueço dela o tempo todo. Ah, viado. Não deixa eu usar, velho, ó.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Não pega, né? De terra. Pega sim. Tô voltando, né? Yes. Indeed. Eu contei errado, tá faltando um mesmo, então. O Rift não conta, não.
They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful. We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
Não, Nog.
Places I haven't.
Fênix em cima.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Nossa senhora, fez eu passar do negócio. Isso, Bigas. Por isso que o Rift é o 9º. Meu nariz tá começando a escorrer, velho.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, be it from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Próximo a vir pra coleção é o Odin mesmo, então. Agora.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Vixe. Nossa, mas matou todo mundo na sala, velho.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Eu achava que eles iam atrás do Joshua, não da Mid.
Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
O Odin dá um medinho também, velho.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
É, Gabriel, ele tá atrás da mina. Falou que é da consciência dele, que tá muito presa a ela por causa do falecido pai. O Cid. O último tá falando da consciência do Clive, que é o que tá impedindo ele até agora. Olha aquele bagulho lá que a gente viu.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here.
Bem ali onde tá o rasgo mais alto.
It is old, ancient.
Eu vi na outra, bem ali onde tá alto. Eu vi a Shiva ali. E outra cena.
None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant. Even the undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. figure in the center, the one beneath whom the Eikons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The Eikons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas,
Então não é o
have
if de cima,
accepted this
é o
role,
último.
others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Ela tá com ele há 18 anos também, né, Gabriel?
Let's find our friends.
Vamos achar nossos amigos, sim. Mas amanhã. É o último ali, então. Pior que é o formato do último weapon, do Ultimate Weapon do Final Fantasy VII, né?
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
Você pega aquele formato ali daquela ilustração, é o mesmo formato do Ultimate Weapon. Tá na hora de ir. Tô definhando aqui, velho. Senão eu até continuava mais. Um abraço, gente. Boa noite aí pra vocês. Tamo junto. Mas ele tem aquela parte que parece uma saia zona, Felipe. No Final Fantasy VII. Tem também. Valeu, gente. Obrigado. Tamo junto. Até amanhã. Beijo.